Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today we're going to be talking about, does your knowledge on shifting a car help you out when it comes to shifting a tractor or trailer? So we get this question all the time when students come in and they say, yeah, I want to drive manual, I already know how to drive a manual car, so driving a manual truck is going to be completely easy for me. But it's sorry to burst your bubble, but actually, and ironically speaking, the people who have come in with experience on shifting how to drive a car actually have a harder time learning how to drive a stick shift transmission in a manual truck more often than the people who have no experience driving at all. The simple reason is it's a completely different pattern. So the main reason, without getting too technical, there's just pretty much a word that you have to understand. When it comes to the car transmissions, they're what we call synchronized transmissions. A truck transmission is called a non-synchronized transmission, which means you manually have to synchronize the actual gear patterns itself. So let me give you an overview example. When you're in a car, you can be in first gear as an example. You're going to give it gas and all of a sudden you're ready to shift, you want to go faster. So now it's time to go to second gear. All you have to do in a car is you're going to put your foot on the clutch, you're then going to shift into second gear, and then you're going to take your foot off the clutch and then give it some gas, and then you get to rock and roll. So it's very, very simple. Now it does get more complicated, when to shift, at what RPMs and all that stuff, but we're keeping a very high level here. If you want more information on exactly how to shift specifically, then you can just give our team a call at 908-525-3609, or check out our website at CDLDrivingAcademy.com and sign up as a student with us here. We can walk you through the whole process with our state-of-the-art driving simulators. These things is exactly how we're going to get you ready to shift in a manual transmission vehicle, whether you have car shifting experience or no shifting experience whatsoever. So now that we understand the actual synchronized transmission of a car, now let's kind of talk about the same scenario for a truck. So say you're going to start off in first gear. Now we're talking about non-synchronized transmissions, which means you got to do a little bit more work. So you have to do what's called double clutching. You're going to give the gas and you're going to start to speed up. Once you get to the right RPMs, which is around 1600 RPMs, now it's time to upshift, which means you want to speed up the vehicle. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put your foot on the clutch, put your transmission in neutral, which means it's the middle section right over here. You're going to take your foot off the clutch. The RPMs are then going to keep dropping to 1200. You're then going to put your foot back on the clutch, go into second gear, come off the clutch, and give it gas. I know I spoke a lot, and if this sounds Chinese to you, then you definitely need to come on in and become a student here on one of our driving simulators, so then you can get that muscle memory before we put you on the real truck on the real road. But that is what you're going to have to do, because you definitely have to watch the RPMs. The gears are a lot bigger. They're built to transport much bigger and much heavier weight, which means that's why they're built that way, right? So it's very important that you watch the RPMs, because if you don't do this correctly, if you were just to put your foot on the clutch and try to shift from first to second, just like you did in a car, you would be grinding your whole way through and the actual transmission would not let you in, right? So it is very, very important that you follow the process. Also, when it comes to the actual driving the truck for the road test, the examiner is definitely going to want to see that you are double clutching, making sure that you're clutching into neutral, come on off the clutch, clutch into gear. So that's all with upshifting, right? So upshifting means you want the vehicle speed to increase. Now when it comes to downshifting, let's kind of talk about the two differences. Downshifting means that you either want to slow the vehicle down or you want more power. The higher the gears, that means the higher the speed, but the less the power. The lower the gears means lower speed, but more power, right? So that kind of gives you the decision there. The other thing is, when it comes to driving a car, you'll have 5-speed transmissions, sometimes 6-speed transmissions, which means you have 5 or 6 gears to go through. When you're driving a truck, the most common transmission out there is about a 10-speed transmission, which means you have 10 different gears to kind of go through, which means there's a lot more work in the truck itself. But now let's finish this video off with downshifting, and this is really going to blow your mind. So when it comes to driving a car, you say you're in 5th gear and you want to downshift to 4th because you want to slow down. All you have to do is take your foot off the gas, let the RPMs drop a little bit, right? You're going to put you're going to put your foot on the clutch, and then just shift from 5th to 4th. One little transition, come off the clutch slowly, and that's going to start slowing down your vehicle, right? Now, in a truck, so pretty much that was a 2-step process for a car. In a truck, let's talk about that. So say you're in 8th gear and you want to go to 7th. You're then going to take your foot off the gas. You're going to let the vehicle slow down to the proper RPMs. In this case, you're going to be around 1200 RPMs. You're then going to put your foot on the clutch, put it into neutral. You're going to take your foot off the clutch while you're in neutral. Take your other foot, put it on the gas. Make sure you raise it up to 1600 RPMs. Take your foot off the gas real quick, put your other foot back on the clutch, and then put it into 7th gear really fast without the RPMs dropping too much. Right? So how many different steps was that? We're going to take our foot off the clutch. I'll let the RPMs drop to 12. Clutch into neutral, off the clutch. Gas up to 1600, off the gas. Clutch into your lower gear. Then off the clutch slowly, and then you get to kind of go. So you kind of see the main difference between driving a car and driving a tractor trailer, which makes a big difference when it comes to your training. So the cool thing here about Driving Academy is if the whole shifting thing intimidates you, we got two solutions for you. One, we have our state-of-the-art driving simulators available at all of our locations, and these things are going to get you comfortable shifting before we ever put you on a real truck on the real road. Or your second option, if you just don't get it, and some people simply just don't understand how to shift or have no desire to learn how to shift, then you can just take the test in an automatic truck. If you take the test in an automatic truck, we do have that option available. Just understand you will have an automatic restriction on your license itself, which means you cannot drive manual transmission vehicles moving forward. And if you ever want to remove the restriction, we can help you out with that too. So if you are interested in learning more about how to actually shift better, and I hope you like this video, you want to definitely give our team a call at 908-525-3609, or check out our website at cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com. Thanks. Have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.